And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on this Friday night. People probably got better things to do than hang out on a Friday night at 8 o'clock talking Giants baseball. That doesn't mean anything anymore. But the Giants win. They almost blew it. Doval doing Doval things there at the bottom of the ninth in Kansas City. Man, one thing, Mason Black looked pretty good. I'm not going to put anything into his performance as far as he the future. I don't know. This is September. You can't really. It's hard to judge a player's worth in just September. It's you're setting yourself up for failure if you're doing that. But maybe he's a piece. Maybe he's not. Who knows? There was some interesting news that came out from Pavlovich concerning Jordan Hicks. We could get into that here in a little bit, Glenn. So what'd you think of the game?
Ooh. Well, from what I saw, I was doing a little work on the side here for my real employment, the real job. Real world stuff. I caught bits and pieces of the game, and then, of course, the 8th and the 9th, I was locked in, as everybody was. Whether you're a Royal fan or a Giant fan, as always, you bring Doval into the game, it's going to get a little dicey. You never know. And I'm telling you what, did you see that shot down the third base line?
Oh, the foul ball?
By a whisker. They said they were going to the replay. I'm like, oh, did it catch a little chalk? And that just would have been, you know what? That just would have been usual Friday night at Giants baseball, right?
I don't know why Melvin was getting so mad about it. I mean, it was an umpire review. They just want to make sure they got the call right. What's wrong with that? I don't understand why he was getting mad about it. I don't know what the whole deal was. Why get mad? Hey, if it's fair, it's fair. If it's foul, it's foul. You got nothing to worry about it.
Yeah, well, they were saying on the broadcast, Doval then had to stand around. He's got him in a 2-strike count. He's standing around. When you got your closer in there, he's just firing, and then he's got to stand around for 5 minutes. But on the other hand, Bobby, what happens if they call it? Yeah, it was a fair ball.
Yeah, you would have challenged it. Come on.
I just count the chickens while they're in the hen house and say, okay, let's just hope she's a foul ball. Did you see the third baseman dives? Schmidt, he was making the play. He was playing umpire. He's like, foul. But anyway,
it was
exciting finish.
It was exciting finish. That was the most exciting part of the whole damn game, to be honest with you, was that
almost like watching basketball, wasn't it, Eric? Tune in for the final 2 minutes and you saw the game.
Yeah, right.
Really?
Pretty much, right.
I thought the pitching was pretty good tonight. You know what?
They did good. Yeah, absolutely.
Great tonight. Superior effort. More than I expected. You get into these what I call bullpen games. You get guys starting, going a few. He did well. So that was.
Yeah, he did. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at how the team.
And now.
Whoop.
Whoa!
I didn't know you could do that. I killed it.
I didn't know you could do that. What was your thoughts? I guess we know where we stand on Encarnacion.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's what they do.
Are we still playing to win? No. Playing to win? I was really surprised to see. You know what? I guess they got to play Kana sometime, but Mark Canna was in there, and I don't know. The veteran president, the whole lineup.
What it is.
They should just go by the youngest to the oldest. And first 9 in the lowest age bracket get in.
You've got nothing to play for. There's nothing to play for anymore. You might as well see, right? I agree.
Yeah. Before I put on him.
Man, I thought you were ready to go.
Before I put on NBC, I just expected that after yesterday, Elimination Day, we've survived the wake, and now I figured, all right, now they're going to experiment. But anyway, didn't surprise you, or you were like, whoa.
What's up, Greg? They played Luciano.
Yeah. Well, got some youth in there. I just expected, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore, Eric.
I know.
And I won't say, look, I won't say a word. Are you right? Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Here we go.
Today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
There we go. Giants win in Kansas City. 2-1. Yeah. Kansas City only managed to hit 5 hits. San Francisco had 8 hits. How about that triple, the leadoff triple, and couldn't even get the guy home. Story of the Giants for 2024. Black gets his first career win. Look at that. He went 1-4. Dropped his ERA from in the 7s to the high 5s. Waka takes the loss, 13-8. He's having a heck of a year. Look at that, 3.2 ERA. Doval, look at that, got a save. Imagine that. Let's get into the box score. Yastrzemski,
that was a save with an asterisk beside it.
Correct. Yastrzemski had 1 hit. Canna had 1 hit. Conforto, no hits. Ramos, 3 hits. 1 hit away from the cycle. Bailey with a hit. McRae, no hits. Schmidt, 2 hits. Wisely, no hits. But the thing is, yes, Schmidt had 2 hits, but he also he was the last out with the runner at third, that being Ramos. Again, Wisely, no hits. Fitzgerald, no hits. Luciano, no hits. Walton, no hits. Let's see what they did with runners in scoring position. There you go. 2 for 8. I mean, they got the win, but that's not getting it done. But it doesn't matter anymore. Black, there you go. 5 2/3. Got only allowed 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. It's pretty good. That's a good outing for Black. Both Black and Birdsong was okay. It was okay. Of course, Harrison shut down now. So Jelly had 1/3 of an inning. It was a clean. It was only 1/3. Miller came in, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Tyler came in, only allowed 1 hit. Then Doval, 2 walks, allowed 1 earned run, had 2 strikeouts. There you go. That's it. Nothing else to talk about.
Is that a common phrase I expect to hear from you until next Sunday? Doesn't matter.
What's that? That's kind of what it is now. I mean, until we start talking about playoff baseball, you know, when we're talking Giants, it's just
Eric grand slam today. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No hitter today. Yay. Doesn't matter really.
Oh, can we talk about how Luciano would have gotten crucified if he had made that Fitz error? Yeah, good point.
That's
good
true.
Point. Remember, hey, in the last couple of weeks, Fitzgerald hasn't exactly been playing some good defense. Runs into Luciano, and then today couldn't freaking turn a double play. I don't know, man. He's gonna have to work on his craft in the offseason. No doubt about it. But I guess you could say the hero of today was our all-star, Ramos, man. How about that? Only 1 hit or 1 home run away from hitting for the cycle. That would have been cool. But who has been playing good defense on this team as late? Joshua, you're not lying, dude.
Triple's the hardest to get too, isn't it, Eric?
Triple's the hardest.
Probably the hardest, yeah.
That was the
hardest. And when you look at Ramos, triple would most definitely be the hardest, wouldn't it?
Man, I tell you.
He'd be chugging.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of speed. He's not a slow guy.
He's got a few stolen bases, actually.
Yep.
But I could just picture him going for the triple.
What's up, Johnny T? I didn't watch the game, but my boys did. They love Grant. Yeah, Grant McRae didn't have a very good game.
Even though he's only played half a season, Eric, do you sense Ramos getting a little sluggish, a little tired?
No.
No. I just find I don't know. He came out like gangbusters, and I don't know. He just seems to be.
He's still. What is he hitting here? Let me bring it up. What's his batting average? His batting average is
278.
270. Still with an 800 OPS.
That's pretty good.
He's got over 20 home runs. Yeah, man. I think he's doing okay, man.
When we start penciling in our 2025 roster, you know what? He's in. He's an automatic.
Elimination day sounded bad. Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. McRae, he's excited. He's exciting. But God, that guy has a lot of swing and miss. They were showing it on the Kansas City broadcast. In his last 90 at-bats, I think this was when he was coming up for a second at-bat. In his last 90 at-bats, he struck out 44 times.
44 out of 90?
44 out of 90.
44, 88. So that's about
44 out of
something. That's 500, basically. A little under 500.
He's got he's almost got a 50% strikeout rate.
Yeah.
That is not going to play in the major leagues. I know people are excited about it, but I don't think he's ready yet. I just don't think he is. Yes, he's had his moments.
Right on, Drake.
Don't get me wrong. I just don't think. Yes, Addy, that's good.
160 strikeouts if you played a whole season. You know what? You're not far off if the numbers played out.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Hey, nothing wrong with that. That happens though. People have an affinity for a certain player because of an experience that they had, and that's cool, man. Your kids will remember that until they're your age. When they have their kids, they're gonna say, "Hey, I remember when I was talking with Grant McCrae." I mean, that's cool. It's a baseball moment. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking specifically about where he fits in the organization in the future. I think he needs to work on his strikeouts, man. He has to. He's a fantastic fielder. His defense is not an issue, but he does have to work on not striking out so much.
When you watch the game, Eric, when you watch the game like tonight, you've watched it the last couple of weeks, and we are seeing some more youthful players come in, and we've got those veterans. And each night, we don't go full youth, we don't go full veteran, we're getting the mix. Do you still sense like I do when you watch the game? And some people said in the chat right from the get-go tonight, they talked about kind of a boring game. Do you just sense that our lineup is kind of, I wouldn't say haphazard, but I don't know, for lack of a better word, maybe that's the word I'll use. It's sort of like they're not a nice blend, if you will.
No, it's not.
They're just
but that's Farhani in baseball.
It's sort of a team of individuals.
Well,
I don't know how
they're putting together.
It's because when we watch the other teams play, and they look like a team, a cohesive unit, like they look different in the dugout.
You know what it is? I think it's more than that. Well, let's think about this. Other teams, they have a plan in place that is structured. That is, yes, Joshua, that's the big, there you go. They're structured. They know when they're going to hit in a lineup. They know what position that they're going to play. With the San Francisco Giants, I can't imagine a player comes into the clubhouse and has an understanding of where he's going to be hitting. These other teams, they know I'm going to be in the 3-hole every day. I'm going to be cleanup every day. I'm going to be hitting second every day. I know I don't have to worry about where I'm going to be hitting in the lineup. You know your approach. Right. You're comfortable. They're set. There's more consistency. And that's what I've been saying about the Giants for the longest time. There is no consistency. So when you don't have it, again, maybe that's why you're seeing maybe that haphazard look, that feel. Something doesn't just feel right. It just doesn't look like it's well put together.
No, it's right? Smooth, well oiled.
Right. Correct.
And you know what? It's not just this ball club, Eric. Anybody who gets up and goes to work in the morning should know his role. You know your role, right. And then you don't go to work tomorrow and you work on an aircraft carrier and you tighten the nuts and bolts and they go, "Oh, Eric, today we got you mopping the floors." You go, "That's not my job." You don't know with this team what your job is day to day. You hit the nail on the head, and it's not just this season.
No, it's not.
Being a Wilmer fan, I saw it last year. Today he's batting fifth. He's batting seventh. He's batting second. Oh my God! And then you had to take those binoculars that I broke, and you had to look all over the field to find him. First, second, third, DH. I don't know. Maybe the game has changed, and I haven't kept up with it, Eric, because that was the way it was when I grew up in the 80s, watching early 90s ball. You knew that your Mike Schmidt was batting cleanup, but that was it, and he played third base every day.
Exactly. What's up, Benji? We're doing well. Hopefully you're doing good, man. Christian makes a great team. Other teams have quality everyday players, not matchup journeymen, right? You're not.
Well, I didn't take into account. Maybe it's the matchups too.
But that's how Farhan does this. It's that incremental percentage of success that you may or may not have because you're facing a righty against a lefty or a lefty against the righty. That's what it is. It's stupid,
but it's not making a difference, though.
No, it's not
at all.
No, it's not. And maybe. And we talked about this before. 2021 was, it kind of was a blessing in disguise. Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a blessing in disguise. It's the other way around. It it made it seem like Farhan thought I think it put a little thing in his brain saying, yeah, I know what the hell I'm doing. This is going to freaking work. And then when you have Buster Posey's gone, when you have Brandon Belt gone, and you have Brandon Crawford gone, you got some of these veterans that are leaving, it just doesn't work.
You know where the proof is in the pudding to me too, Eric. What do you think of this thought? If he wants to play that brand of baseball, so be it. But you know the proof of this not working? Every freaking night when you pull up those stats at the beginning of the show, and we're batting 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position. If we're playing the platoon game, you know you're gonna try to, as you call it, win with the tandy, win it with the computer. Then those numbers shouldn't be so skewed in one direction as opposed to the other.
Right.
Proves it's not working.
Says the game has changed and people don't want to accept it. What's changed? Jesus, explain to me what has changed with the game, and why, and what makes you think people don't want to accept? Just interested. I want to hear what your thoughts are about what has changed with the game of baseball.
In a live insurance, Encarnacion can play first base as well. You had Canna in there at first base. So
yeah, Canna was at first base.
So there was room in this lineup for an Encarnacion tonight, but we didn't see him again. So I'm worried he's not even going to be here next year. He may be an afterthought.
Conforto DH'd.
Conforto tonight, Eric.
Yeah. Who went 0-4?
And probably because you know what he does. Oh, he had a great game yesterday and the day before, actually.
Of course, right.
So you earn your way in.
I don't know. Everything. What's everything? Tell me, Jesus. Come on. Don't be. Let's not be general here. Tell me what has changed about the game. Give me 2 things that have changed about the game and that people don't want to accept. Come on, man.
Well, there's the pitching clock.
What's everything? That. What's everything? But I want to know what he says. The game has changed and people
don't
want to accept it. It's too broad. Let's get a little bit specific. Heck, one thing. Tell me one thing. I just want to hear what you have to say. We're talking about the way you construct a roster. Doesn't work. It hasn't worked in 3 years. Hasn't worked in 3 years, Jesus. 3 years.
For me in Giants baseball, it is the platooning and the fact that
there you go, Alex.
It's an adverse effect.
Guys who hit 250 are now celebrated. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
you know what?
true.
I tell you one thing. Oh, meant to talk about this since we're talking about this game. You know who is a damn professional hitter? Take a guess. And you saw him today playing. Wow, this is the first time I was able to watch him play. Wow.
Oh, Witt?
Dude, that's a professional hitter right there. He goes with the pitch. He gets solid contact. I like that, dude. Wow. I mean, that is something. Kansas City has something special in Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, but I think people are going to say the exact same thing when they go to the ballpark. I bet you they're saying the same thing when they see Eldridge swinging the bat.
Yeah, could be. Maybe Eldridge is good. Ramos has a little bit of that in here because Ramos will go the other way. He doesn't just go up there and try to take a hack. He'll go out there and go with the pitch. I like that. I have no issue with that. But watching Bobby Witt out there taking his at-bats, wow, dude. That is impressive. It's not, it's almost like, okay, this guy's he's going to make contact. He's going to make contact. And it was really nice to watch him play.
Eldridge is all the tools because you saw Senior's kid. You see, he's got the personality and he can play. His age, good-looking young guy. He's got everything there.
He's got everything. The only thing he may not have, which is fine because of his length, probably stolen bases. He's probably not going to have a lot of speed.
I was just going to ask you about that. I was wondering if he has wheels. He got some long legs. Big, tall boy. Thought maybe he could run like a gazelle.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, look at Ellie De La Cruz. That guy, he just happens to be, he's a freak of nature. But yes, Christian, that's hitterish. I like that. Hey, I like that. Hitterish. I like guys who are hitterish, who aren't afraid to just put the ball in play. Make things happen, man. Let's go. Hey, Jesus, I'm not answering your question.
No, Jesus is back. He didn't answer the question.
No. Here we go. Hey, Jesus, answer my question. Answer my question, and before you ask another question.
I thought we missed it.
Come on. Tell me. Explain to me
the fact.
what has changed in the game of baseball that people don't like and complain about. Tell me. All I know is I can't wait till tomorrow. Ibrahim, man, dude. Let's go tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just looked up the stats, Eric. He's not much of a base stealer. He's got 7. Oh, he's got 6 this year, total of 7.
Yeah, I don't think that's not going to be his look.
But that's not his game either.
I just want him to go out there and give quality at bats and play a good defense. That's all I care
So is
about.
tomorrow game day for you guys?
Tomorrow is game day. So you're going to have to run this solo if you want to.
That's cool. What's the weather going to be? It's an afternoon game, late afternoon, early evening.
Tomorrow, the high is supposed to be 91. So about first pitch, it'll probably be in the 80s sometime, but the wind will kick up a little bit. Should be nice.
Take your sunscreen, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it's going to be fun, man.
You excited?
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Are you more excited about this game and the one player, Eldridge, or going to see the Giants with me? Probably this one, aren't you?
I'm excited about it's different because the first one was awesome because I wanted to meet the people in the chat and meet you for the first time and just enjoy a baseball game. That was the excitement. This is being excited about one specific player and see what this guy has just with my own eyes to be able to see it. So yeah.
I was working on the computer today doing like I say, real work for a change. Busy day for me. It's been a busy week actually. And I thought of your trip. I thought I for whatever reason, I thought the game was Sunday. Maybe it was because we went on Sunday. But nonetheless, I knew you had a big weekend planned with our chat this weekend up in Sacramento. And I really started to get the FOMO, fear of missing out.
I never heard of that.
I've got the depression of it. I really would have liked to have been there to see him play.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Especially with the guys, right?
Who would expect
it's not just to go on your own or you and me. There are a whole bunch of people. It'll be, we all talk the same game. We love the game. We're there to see Eldridge. It's just going to be a great, guys. Enjoy it tomorrow. And, you're going to have a ball. You're going to have a ball with this guy.
And we weren't the first people in the chat to see Bryce Eldridge. There's someone out there by the name of Charlie was able to see Bryce Eldridge. As a matter of fact, last night got a picture with good old Bryce Eldridge there. That is the son of senior softball games. How about that, man?
Is that like a certain day, like a Thursday jersey, or is that like?
I'd say it's got to be a special jersey.
Special jersey? I've never seen that one before.
I've never seen it either. A little bit weird.
Maybe senior knows.
Yeah, senior might know. Logistics. What the? Glenn, you want to take that?
I get it again. That's like the similar. That's like up the chat. I need a little more specific.
Everything.
I need more specific.
I don't know. Logistics. I tell you what, though, Jesus. Infantry. Infantry wins battles. Infantry wins battles. Logistics wins wars. There
you know what my dad would have said to me 20 years ago, Eric? 30 years? Well, maybe more than that. 40 years ago, my age. You know what my dad would have said? Don't talk in riddles, young man. And that's what this, you know it. I don't know it. That's the problem. I don't know it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think Eric and I put together, we can't figure that one out.
I don't know, man.
Friday Night Puzzle.
I can't answer that one. I cannot answer. What is up, Cedar? They were promoting a new television show, Rescue 911 Lifeguards. I shit you not. What? Give me a break. Seriously? That's dumb.
What's the draw? Guys in tight shorts and girls in bikinis.
No. Logistics.
I smart ass.
I had to.
I'm gonna write that. I'm writing that down on a cue card. That may become a phrase that we.
That's going to be a phrase the whole way, the rest of the season.
You pull that one out. Logistics.
That's what it is. Oh man.
I might fool you. Put it away till opening day.
Good to see you, Eddie. Says he's probably a Farhan enthusiast too. He's trying to reinvent the game more like it. Logistics. I don't know, man. Eddie, you try to make anyone else out there can make sense of it.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that out on opening day,
honestly,
Eric.
I don't know.
If we're not happy with the lineup next year on opening day.
I got it, man. I got it. I got it right here, right? Your 2025 San Francisco Giants logistics. instead of nothing like it, it's just 2025 logistics.
We're just having fun with you.
Yeah, we're having fun, dude. Oh, that's awesome, though.
Hey, Morcatin is here. Johnny's here. Actually, they're starting to pile in now, Eric.
Yes,
and you said it's going to be a quiet Friday night. I didn't think so.
It's so.
I didn't think so.
So for Friday night, usually a little bit later, a lot more people will come on.
Usually everybody piles in when we lose, but now the season's over. Maybe it'll be a tradition. Everybody's piling in.
Maybe. Yes, Christian. That was the 2020 draft. Bailey, Harrison, Schmidt.
You guys are among friends.
And are any of those going to really? Is Bailey the catcher of the future? That's a question that's valid. That's a valid question to ask. Is Bailey the catcher of the future? Is Harrison going to be the guy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Schmidt, he's buried. With signing Chapman to that 6-year deal, he's buried. Yeah. Where else are you going to play him? I don't know.
You know what I don't like, and I said it on the show before, but our catching, Eric, when you and they say he's good at it, he can kind of pink that corner. He can steal the pitchers.
But you know what? He has issues with the basics, like blocking balls, pass balls.
But it can hurt you. Did you see today with 3 balls on the first batter?
Mm-hmm.
The pitch, and they were talking about it on the did you watch it? I usually ask you. I forgot to ask you tonight.
On TV.
They said on the ball 4, they said, look at that pitch, and they slow-moed it in. Beautiful. Caught the outside corner.
Yeah.
But Bailey catches it, and instead of catching it, what does he do?
He brings it up.
He yanks it up 3. And then the umpire's fool. Like, I saw the glove come up. Ball 4.
Yeah,
I think he can hurt as much as help.
There you go. Senior said Eldridge stayed and signed autographs for about 15 kids after the game. Charlie waited until after all the kids were done to get his pick. Just as he was about to walk to another group of kids came up. And he signed for them. Awesome. See? I like it. He understands what it's like to be a up-and-coming baseball player for the San Francisco Giants. So possible star. We don't know. I'm not going to say he's going to be a superstar, but he's got to prove it, of course. But it looks like he's doing all the right things to be something significant for the San Francisco Giants and for Major League Baseball. Awesome.
Alive Insurance says, wish we had Joey Bart as the backup. I hope he's kidding about that because you can't bring Bart back.
Yeah, he's done.
You can't bring him back.
Ohtani 2-run bomb. Does that surprise you?
Tonight?
That's what D-Shot just said, so probably just happened.
Information
is power, Daniel says.
What's he going to be, a 60-60 guy next weekend?
Maybe. I said that. He said, information is power. Daniel, you are not wrong.
I know who the player of the week is.
Sir, you are correct, Daniel Shabazz.
See Dodgers today.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Yeah, Ohtani is unbelievable. Eddie says, shh. I wish Sable was a backup.
Solo home run, and they've taken the lead over Colorado.
That's not a surprise.
Good Lord.
Wisely is the player of the week.
I was so caught up at the end of the Giants game, I'm just sneaking a peek down here at the out of town with those wild cards.
I'll tell you what.
See what Detroit did.
Staying on some Giants news, check this out. Tell me what you guys think about this. Alex Pavlovich tweeted earlier today, Jordan Hicks went back on the IL with shoulder inflammation again. His first season in San Francisco, 20 starts, 9 relief appearances, and a 4 ERA. Giants expect him to be back in the rotation at the start of next season.
Really?
What do you think, guys? He's hurt again. His shoulder again.
I thought that was an experiment.
And they're saying he's going to be in the rotation.
Yeah, the rotation. I mean, starter.
What do you guys think? I don't agree. I think you should put him in the bullpen.
He's a relief pitcher, Eric. So already they're talking about playing games with their lineup again next year. Nothing. It doesn't sound like anything's going to
exactly, Joshua. So you tell me, guys, do you like this? Do you not like this? Do you want Hicks to be in the rotation? Do you not want him to be in the rotation? Sponsored by Logistics. Yes, Daniel. There you go.
Ryan's got a good point.
He's a bullpen guy. He's a bullpen guy. Period. That's what he is, man. He's a bullpen guy. He's not a freaking starting pitcher. And look, his shoulder is hurt again. He just came off the IL with a bad shoulder. Remember when he was in Colorado? Yeah, I think it was in Colorado. He had it felt like electricity going down his arm when he was pitching. And that's right after that. That's when he went on the IL for shoulder inflammation. Now he's back on the IL with shoulder inflammation. I think you're playing with fire, San Francisco Giants. This guy needs to be a damn reliever, not a starting pitcher.
Prime setup guy.
And then again, maybe it changes, but I find it interesting that Alex says that the Giants expect him to be back in the rotation. That's if that's the case, man.
Yeah. Same as this year's, same next year. Already talking, same game.
Yep.
Same baloney. Although there was a comment here. Ryan says, I remember Glenn said he didn't think of didn't think Conforto or Yaz would make it in the league next year. I didn't say that. In fact, I just said to you the other night, I said,
that the Giants
are surprised if they're back as Giants.
Yeah. You did say that. Yeah, I said he's not going to be a Giant. He's going to be somewhere else. I don't think he's going to be a Giant.
But I certainly didn't say they wouldn't be playing Major League Baseball. No
way.
No.
He'll be with the team, but I don't think he's going to be at the Giants. Yaz probably will be with the Giants next year. Well, maybe not. Who knows? I don't know.
Still so much to find out about the
He's got one more year of arbitration. No, talking about the Giants. It was talking about the Giants. I said 100% that Conforto will not get signed by the Giants. And Glenn says he will not be surprised if the Giants sign him, and I push back on that. If we sign Soto, Yaz is out. Don't care.
Yep.
Okay. Very good, Jesus. You are correct.
I don't think anybody will care, Eric.
But that has nothing to do with how San Francisco plays baseball. Not one bit. No worries, Ryan. It's all good. Yeah, that was the debate. The debate was he is not going to be back with the Giants. Glenn thinks he wouldn't be surprised if he is. I said he is gone. He gone.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
That's exactly what I said. He gone. Let's see.
You know, the funny thing is we could all come to an agreement on a certain topic. And then next season be just the opposite.
To each their own, man. To each their own. Giants play poor fundamental baseball. You know what? I like that one. And because I like that one, I will recognize
a Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Alive Insurance.
There you go. Giants play poor fundamental baseball. And it has nothing to do with the pitch clock, the shift, bigger bases, or how many times the pitcher disengages. It's all about situational hitting. The Giants don't do that. They don't. They're
probably the worst in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably the worst in the league.
Probably up there. It's probably up there. No, not yet. We got to get that sent out there, Senior.
Who do we got to get?
Johnny.
Here's
T16. Johnny T16.
Johnny T16. I'm putting that on the to-do list for Monday.
Hey, how about that? Let me see. Do we have a Johnny in here anywhere?
16.
Let's see what we got here. We got a few
we
guys.
have a Johnny.
No Johnny. We do have a mic, though. We do have a mic. Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy! Oh, but guess what? We know where Luciano is. He showed up today. How about that? Oh, there you go. Alive Insurance. Another one. They're 27th out of 30 with runners in scoring position. Let me guess, Alive. I bet you bottom of the list is probably going to Chicago White Sox, maybe? Chicago White Sox? Maybe
It's back next week.
Oakland A's? It's coming back next week, Shark Bites?
Yep. Season starts in a week. So next week we ramp it up. Had a show this week. We'll have probably 2 next week. And then season starts October the 4th. So we still got a few weeks up. Maybe I'll do 2 next week, 3 the following, then boom. There we go.
There you go. Nice.
I guess Jake's a fan. Holy smoke. He didn't bring anything. Jake didn't even watch the show live, did he?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's Giants talk anyway.
Maybe Sean Murphy will be back next year and becomes the next Ohtani. Huh.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna give me this. You're gonna give me the update. What you think? I want you, Eric, and the guys. I want you actually to go scout.
Oh, we're scouting now. Oh, wow, we're scouting.
Scout them without a tandy, no pocket protectors. Just sit back. Tell me what you think of the young lad, and they've got Ohtani. Well, we've got our guy that I can buy a jersey and root for.
Look at this. So here we go. Alive Insurance. See? Right. White Sox are 30th. That doesn't surprise you. Rays are 29th. Cardinals are 28th. And the Giants are 27th. You're telling me the Giants are right there with the worst team in the major leagues with runners in scoring position?
White Sox. Actually, are you talking that's the runners in scoring position number?
Yes, where they're ranked in the MLB. Giants are 27th.
Oh, I figured they were last. Hands down. Because
last.
Our numbers are so lopsided every night. Eric brings up the stats. 2 for 10. 1 for 13. You mean their team's worse? That's scary.
Now, I don't know what the numbers, are they pretty close between 27 and 29? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, Christian, exactly. I talked about that earlier. Ramos had a leadoff triple and doesn't even come across home.
That's happened a few times this year, too.
Yeah. Can we talk about what we would do if we caught the ball that Ohtani hit yesterday? Ooh. What happened? What did that guy get anyways?
Guys, Eric called me on the phone the other day. I think it was yesterday. And Eric didn't talk about it on the show. Eric came up. Oh, did he come up with a dandy? You want to share it with the cast of characters, as I call them?
You're going to have to remind me. I don't know what I say.
What did you suggest they do to the outfield wall?
Oh, yeah. Out there in freaking, hey, how about this?
I think it's brilliant.
You want to get rid of the controversy over there for McCovey Cove?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about at the end of the boardwalk, you put a giant freaking net out there and it catches every freaking ball that's hit over the freaking wall. No splash hits for you guys.
Take your kayak and your paddles and go home.
And then John Miller can have a great call. And that ball is in the net.
He put the biscuit in the basket.
You can say that ball is in the net. There we go. Then
it would act. Oh, I could picture it would act. It would just, you wouldn't even notice it, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just drape out there when the ball went over because the balls don't clear that wall by 200 feet. They sweep it.
Yeah.
You have one high enough that it sucks it up. And almost like I mentioned, I think it's Wrigley Field. They've got the basket in front.
Basket in front of them, yeah.
So it goes in there and the fans can't get into it. So I love that idea, Eric. And you know what? They've got they've got it down the baselines. Sweep it up there. Like I say, take your kayak, paddle on home, baby.
That would be awesome.
And you know what you do if you're the Giants? What you do, Eric, is you give him his parking spot for the boat.
And then you put the net up.
And then you put the net up. You get the ball and you put the net up and say, screw you. And you take the TV down.
Yeah. Yep. Someone needs to put a hole. I'm surprised no one comes. Someone's going to go out there and ram him.
I've got an idea. I'm going to write this down right now on my cue cards. I got a new pack of cue cards. I'm going through them all tonight. How about tomorrow on the radio show? We talk about McCovey Cove Dave.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Let's bring that up as a topic. Eric and I will be on the radio tomorrow morning at 8 on our website, Giant Sports Talk Live. We'll be doing our radio show, and I think that's a great topic.
There you go. Why not?
All right. I bet you we talk about it.
I bet you we do.
All right. Someone needs to put a hole in Dave's kayak. He's sinking. Yeah, can you imagine?
Put a buoy barrier.
We get a lot of press coverage then. The cameras.
The problem is I don't think the Giants have the quote unquote rights to do any of that type of stuff out there in the cove. But you can't put a net.
You can put the net up.
The net. No, I'm talking about the buoys. He said put the buoys out there like the Rio Grande.
No.
Remember how they remember to prevent the migrants coming across?
They can put the net up. We'll stick with that.
Yeah. Why would he want a job in a failing Giants organization? Who are we talking about?
Dave. Remember the Atlanta Braves were supposed to get him a job?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, you think that's bad? I said to Eric that with the Michael Harris ball of the Braves. You want, I think they talked him down. He wanted a jersey. They said, we'll give you a bat and a ball. Team assigned bat and ball. No, I want a jersey. And they just said, all right, negotiations are over. We ain't coming back to the table. And I got to agree with that, Eric. What gives him the right? I mean, it's like anything in life. What's the value of something, Eric? It's what somebody's willing to pay. The Giants just walked away. All right. Good luck. Have a great day. Thanks for coming. Actually, he doesn't even buy a ticket, so.
All right, let's get to the out-of-town scoreboard. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the
And
damn league
now,
today.
a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
All right, here we go. Let me refresh. And
games.
top of the eighth, Padres are beating the White Sox. Is that a surprise? I'm surprised that it's not a bigger score, but yeah, the Padres right now beating the White Sox in Petco Field, 2-0.
Crochet was good early in that game, too. He only gave up one hit.
Look what's going on in Oakland. Wow.
Is that game in the East Bay? Yes, it is. It's over at the Coliseum.
Mm.
I'm going to check the stats on that. Oh, geez. Oakland's lucky to get the run. Garrett Cole's gotten the distance so far. 8 complete. 2 hits.
Wow, they're in the bottom of the ninth now.
So I'm just checking it. 2 hits. Aha. Shea Langelier's home run off Garrett Cole. One of those 2 hits. And how's Oakland's pitching in that game?
Pretty good. They only
The
allowed one
bullpen's
run.
doing good. The starter tonight was JT.
Yeah, go Dots.
Ginn started 4 hits, 1 run in 5 innings. He went half the way. The bullpen shut it down so far. So that's surprising, actually. The A's. Now they're getting ready to lock up the door over there at the Coliseum. So maybe they want to just go out with a bang.
Yeah, maybe. Here, I'm taking a look at the MLB sites, and I'll bring up the Dots. Which one do we want to bring? We'll bring up. Yeah, we can bring up that one for now. Just for now. I'm not going to bring it up yet unless something big happens, and then we'll keep going through these scores. The bottom of the 6th in L.A., Dodgers are beating the Rockies only by 1 run, 4-3.
There's a duck on the pond there, too, so they look like they. What happened there?
There's a few games we're going to have to watch here. The Dodgers, the Yankees and A's, and the White Sox and Padres. That's going to be
3 alive right now, and look at that Colorado Dodger game's only in the 6th inning.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that one maybe.
Watch that one later.
All right.
I'm actually more interested in White Sox and San Diego. White Sox have some action going, Eric. They got a runner on with nobody out at second, so they got a runner in scoring position. That game's that's far from over, 2-0.
Interesting.
There you go, up to date.
Good deal. What happened in Chicago?
The Cub game, 3-1 for the Cubs. They beat the. Let's see, just refreshing mind here. Cubs over Washington 3-1. They staved off elimination Cubs, so they're kind of in our boat. Hey, it's coming, but they're still alive. Let's see. Dansby Swanson, I believe, went deep in that one. Yes, he did. There it is on your screen. Swanson crushed a solo shot. And there was also a home run from Talon. I never know if I'm saying that one right. Taillon. Is it Talon?
Not sure.
All right.
Tyone?
I'm not sure either.
Pirates and the Reds in Cincinnati. Wow, Reds put up 8 runs against the Pirates. They beat them 8-3.
Pirates were hot last week, and look at them.
Yeah.
They've lost. Well, we can check it in the standings. They've probably lost about 7 of the last 10, maybe 8. They're on a horrid. They were winning every day last week, and they're losing every day. Remember, they were ready to surpass us.
They were getting close.
And now I believe they're 14 games out.
Yeah,
so they've lost
like
5 games in the standings in 7 days. That's a quick drop. Tampa Bay, they were in the Dome today, and Tampa beat the Blue Jays 1-0. Aranda had a home run. 6 pitcher combined on a 5-hitter, and it was a 1-0 game. So,
whoa, hey.
Mistake.
And in Baltimore, look at that. Orioles took care of the Tigers. Uh-oh. Remember, we were going to look at this series to see if the Tigers can make a move, but the Orioles, whoo, boy. Then again, they also had Corbin Burns take the mound today, so looks like he did his job. The Tigers were only able to score 1 run. Orioles scored 7, and they took care of the business against the Tigers, beat them 7-1.
Missed opportunity for the Braves. And you're going to find out. You're going to find out why. Marlins, they beat the Braves today by a final score of 4-3. Jake Berger had a home run. Marlins win. That is a big loss. Not a big win for the Marlins. A big loss for the Braves because you can't even look down there and see what the Phillies did yet, but you're going to find out.
Right here.
There it is.
Lord, that's bad.
So the Mets had an opportunity going into Philadelphia to make some distance. Meanwhile, with that loss, the Braves had an opportunity today. Big game there in the standings, Eric. That's why I told you last night, I think this weekend. Now, the Braves and the Mets play next week, a 3-game series. But
yes,
I think this weekend decides.
Maybe. We'll see.
I think this weekend
it could.
decides.
If it keeps going the way it is, it could. This was an important game. Twins needed to win.
And they did.
And they did. In extras, it goes 12 innings. Twins beat the Red Sox 4-2. 13 hits, but only 4 runs. That's pretty crazy. Again, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the Twins are probably going to be up on the Tigers by 1 game now because they were tied, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think they were tied.
That was a 1-1 game. 1-1 going into extra innings. Look how it finished. 4-2. Minnesota scored 3 in the 12th inning. Boston came back with a solo on the board, but a little too late. Yeah, that's a big win. Those standings are really interesting. The Rangers, they were beaten by the Mariners 8-2. Julio Rodriguez, he's had an off year, Eric. When have we talked about Julio Rodriguez in the news lately?
Yeah, he hasn't. He was not a very good year.
He was running always. Last year he was running around with that big pitchfork or whatever the big
trident.
The trident. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, some of those shenanigans are too much for me. Anyway.
And then
carts. Some of them have shopping carts in the dugout. Oh my God!
Detroit, they got the Detroit Red Wings helmet and a hockey stick. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Astros beat the Angels in Houston. Nothing. 9-7. Wow.
The Diamondbacks. That was a big win for them. They beat Milwaukee 7-4 because Arizona is going to fight themselves in the wild card chase. We'll check the standings coming up just a few minutes' time. Ketel Marte, he had a solo home run in that victory.
Yeah, he's back from his injury. That's good to see him. Mm-hmm. Good to see him. He's going to be a key part of the team's success if they're going to go into the postseason. I already talked Giants Royals, but Guardians beat the Cardinals. Kind of figured that would happen. They beat up on the Cardinals 5-1. Lane Thomas bashes a solo home run for the Guardians.
Bashes it, crushes it.
Guardians are going to have a good man. They got some decent pitching, and their closer, Clase, Holy crap! That guy.
He's best closer of the year.
Do you see what he's doing, man? He has a sub. I think he has a sub half an ERA. Guy's insane. All right, here we go. Wild card time. As you can see,
he didn't get the save tonight, but
no, Dad, not with that big of a score. There's the Detroit Tigers again. They're 1 game out. Minnesota got the sole possession of the third. Kansas City Royals. They're battling for the second and third. So the Kansas City Royals, man, they're going to have to look. They've lost 5.
Look at their last 10.
Damn, they're in a slump right now. They better get out of it. They should be.
Honestly, can you imagine the Giants get? Oh God, never thought of this.
Spoiler.
The Giants play spoilers after getting eliminated. Now,
what's up, Scott?
Yeah, I'm putting them in the Miami Marlin category now. All of a sudden,
this is crazy. Yeah, crazy. Here is National League. Padres still got a hold of that first wild card. Diamondbacks in the second. New York Mets still have a firm hold on the third because you got Atlanta Braves still 2 games out.
We're always talking about the Braves creeping up. That was a big win for Arizona today. Picking up the game.
Big win. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, Cubs staved off elimination, but look, 6 games out.
Yeah, they're done.
Who's hot? It's funny. Look at the records. Padres, Diamondbacks, Mets, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, and 5-5. Just on the tail of that with the Braves. The teams are all consistent. So this is where, Eric, if you're losing a game and they lose a game, then you win a game and they win a game.
How are your White Sox doing? A matter of fact, hold on.
White
We're
Sox.
not watching that game. Oh, hold on.
The White Sox failed to score 2-0 for San Diego.
2-0.
So the White Sox are down to their final 3 outs.
Yankees. Here, let's watch this one real quick. We're in top of the 10th. We will go. Hey, Scott, we will go to Petco Field live with the Dogs.
Oh, Jesus. What are we going? Now, let's go live.
Yeah, man.
What are we, the MLB studios tonight?
Yes. That's what we are. Here we go.
Actually, this is sort of like MLB studio.
Scott goes, can we make the playoffs? I feel bad for you, man. I really do.
The Yankees just look at that.
Oh, here we go. Juan Soto doubles. Hey,
who?
Who are we talking about? Wait a second. Are we talking about Juan Soto? There we go. Love it. Gotta get him. Anyways, Juan Soto still at second base, no outs. McFarland pitching for the A's and Vlope batting for the Yankees.
I hope you'll do me a favor. If we make our managerial change, everybody's hoping.
This game's over. I'm getting out of this one.
Yeah, it's over. 4-1. Yankees save their best for last. So if we see a managerial move, will you break out the old thumbnail I like?
Which one?
If we make the managerial move.
Oh yeah, do I still have it up there? Hold on.
The Soto. That was my favorite. You put a nice job in that one. That was great.
Do I still have it?
It was just his reaction on the Coast Guard ship with the arm in the air like he hit a home run. He's like, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Like he's sailing in to save the day.
Where did I have it? I think I had it over here. There it is.
Bernice loved that one. She goes, that was
Eric's fun,
creative. It's
try.
creative, man.
I try, man. There we are. The sinking ship.
Yeah. And guys, does any of you, I mean, is it just me?
It looks like
that was the Statue of Liberty. I swear to God, that was the Statue of Liberty, Eric.
It looks like it. It's not. The problem is when I cropped out the Coast Guard cutter. It's actually not a cutter. It's a little bit. I think it's a bigger ship, but the sky was a little bit of a different color, but it wasn't able to get the mast, so that's why it looks like the damn statue.
Okay. Well, I thought it was New York. That's my favorite. Look at him. I'm coming to get you, boys.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
The perplexed look of Farhan on the front there. Just like.
All right, let's see what we got here. Scott, you ask and you shall receive. Here we go.
We've taken it. We've taken it to
man, we're all over the place here, man. We cover all of it.
This is what happens when you're eliminated with a week to go.
Oh, Darren, that's pretty good. How much is Boris asking for Solo's dot? Oh, that's pretty good, man. I like that. That's pretty damn good. Come on, Bogarts.
So Scott's a huge White Sox fan, eh?
They be driving for Tom.
Have we had Scott? How often does Scott come in here?
I don't know.
Scott, I've seen Scott Stevens in here before.
I've talked to him on the phone a couple of days ago. He's Will's buddy.
I think Scott's a friend of Will's.
Yeah, it's a friend of Will's, 100%. Yeah, I talked to him on the phone. Yeah, we were talking.
He's the White Sox fan.
What is up, LDO? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. And yes, Fire Farhan. Correct, LD. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, dude. Awesome. Good to see you. Sweet.
So 2-1 game. You know what I'm going to do while you're doing the dots?
It's 2-0. 2-zip. A zipper.
I am.
What do we got here? 2 outs. The count is 2-1. Come on, Bogarts. Whatever. Bogarts, do it, man. Get a hit. Still wondering why the Giants are waiting to announce their decision. I think it's just to be polite, maybe. That's what I'm guessing. I think it's to be polite. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Polite.
Yeah. I'm right here, LD. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Appreciate the support, man. I always enjoyed going back and forth with you when I was over on NorCal. All right, the count is now full. 3-2. 2 outs. Runner on first. Come on. Come on, Xander.
That's a name I haven't seen for a long time, LD.
Yeah. Come on, Xander. Come on, Xander. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm rooting for Xander because he's on my fantasy. You son of a bitch. You bum. God. Anyways, we're going to the top of the 9th. Look at this. This could be it, guys.
Look at that. We got 50 popped in. Eric says, nobody will show up tonight.
That's okay.
You're wrong.
Okay. I expected more. But usually when they win, and it's a Friday night. Friday nights, usually about 10 o'clock, that's when it really gets hopping. Everyone's done with their night. They're going to chill in front of their computer or their TV or their phone, and they're like, let's go catch some Giant Sports Talk Live.
Darren makes a good point here. Get a jump start on a new GM before 3 or 4 other teams. There are 3 or 4 other teams might just get rid of their GM.
We don't know. Maybe
I don't want to cast off either. I don't want the White Sox. I don't want somebody else's mistakes.
Look, what's probably happened, they probably already have the guy in mind.
You think?
Yeah. Unless they're going to send out a wide. If they haven't, then, well, I don't know.
As long as his name isn't Farhan.
Watching dots, waiting for work to end. There you go, Joshua.
Hey, guys, do us a favor. You know what? We don't do this, Eric. You and I never seem to do this, do we? Hit the like and subscribe.
Hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You guys will always get notified when we go live, which is every damn day.
Yeah, we go a whole week and don't even say that. That we don't
Just
do
something
it. Right.
Honestly, I just worry about just having a communication with the chat. I totally forget about even saying that. That's my bad.
I don't think we said it once this week.
Ibrahim says, I feel like they're probably have already done due diligence on who they want if they fire him. That's what I'm guessing.
Here's a question. We've seen this one pop up in the chat a few times in the last 2 weeks, Eric. Fire Larry Bear too. What does Larry Bear bring to this organization? Other than
he's an owner.
Other than money.
That's it.
Other than money.
Well, let's okay. Come on, let's be.
The only time I heard Larry Bear on the radio or television this year.
Let's be fair.
He spent 2 innings in the press box with the KMBR crew, and then he went to 2 innings in the press box on the TV, the game I caught about 3 months ago, and he was on 4 innings of a broadcast night, and he didn't talk baseball once.
Well, here we go. I want to be fair. Maybe he was told to do that. Remember, he's part of the ownership group, right? You cannot deny that the guy is a huge fan of the San Francisco Giants. He is. Unfortunately, he's going to get the arrows because he's the face of ownership. So if people are pissed off about what the Giants are doing, and I agree, I don't think he should have gone on there and freaking talked about Mission Rock either. I totally agree. But maybe he's being told. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But whatever. He made a horrible choice a few years ago. It was recorded on video, and unfortunately, he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his time. It's just the way it is, man. Ned Colletti. I think Ned Colletti. I think he would be fantastic. The guy's a great. Let's look. Great baseball mind, right? The guy could do the job. Easy. He could do the job. But is that what he wants to do? I
don't think that's what he wants to do at this stage of his career. He's got a nice position with the Sharks, and he's got a university gig, Eric.
Yeah, being able to talk to him.
The guy's riding off into the sunset. He's put in he's done his day's work.
I tell you what, man, that's one of the things I really enjoyed when I was over there is being able to talk to Ned when I was on NorCal. Being able to talk to Ned was fantastic. Look, I could sit down and just listen to him for hours talking about baseball. The guy knows what he's doing. But as you alluded to, he has that teaching job at Pepperdine. I think he enjoys that. He's doing some scouting for the Sharks, which he absolutely enjoys. And I think he's comfortable. Honestly, I think he's comfortable. And I now, is that to say that he wouldn't do it? No, I'm not saying that. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, it was domestic violence. Correct, D-Shot. It sucked. Not good.
Hey, there's probably guys in this chat who might have missed that 1 or maybe 2 shows we mentioned it, but you brought to my attention. I went out and bought it and liked it. I read it on the plane coming back. I finished it now. So maybe somebody wants my copy. Tell them about Ned Colletti's. There it is, the book called The Big Chair.
Awesome, great book, great baseball book, guys. Tell
them about what it encompasses.
It talks about him growing up in Chicago, Franklin Park. I should not say Chicago, but his time when he was in Chicago, but when he grew up in Franklin Park, how he was able to go through these different organizations. He was with the Cubs, of course. He was with the Giants, and then finished it off with the Dodgers, of course. But he just talks about the different stories, the different interactions, the people that mentored him, the people where he's learned stuff. I mean, it's a great baseball book. If you guys enjoy reading books on baseball, you got to pick up that book. It's really good.
And he's a sports guy, because if you didn't know it, he's now high up in the scouting with the NHL's Sharks. So he's keeping it Bay Area, at least.
Yeah, I know. I remember you talking about that, Scott. I remember you talking about that. The 2 limos. Could you imagine if Sabian comes back? I mean, is that really out of the realm of possibility? I don't think it is. I don't think the guy's still involved in baseball. Look, if the guy was totally separated from the game and he's enjoying the retired life, he's relaxing, again, enjoying retired life. Okay, maybe it'll be a little bit more different. The guy's still involved with the game.
Yeah,
he's still involved with the game. And if you're still involved,
Bruce Bochy, he left the game.
Right.
He popped up and won a World Series.
Right.
Oh, that sounds juicy here. Sabian wins a World
Dude,
Series
I'm
upon
telling you.
return. Oh, baby.
If you could get Sabian back, again, the guy is still involved in baseball, so he still loves the game, and I'm sure he would love to get back in the. Well, I guess I couldn't say that. If he has that in him still, that wants to go do it again, why would you say no? Why would the Giants say no if he's interested and they're looking to replace? Wouldn't that be something though? Would that be the first? Has there ever been in baseball history where the former GM comes back to his job after the guy that replaced him has now been fired?
Turns it around and wins. Yeah.
Right? Isn't that a little bit weird? A little bit weird. I don't know if I've ever seen that where you had a GM replaced by another GM who's then replaced by that same GM.
Well, Alive says Bochy was forced out by management and Farhan. And then he went on to lead a team to the World Series.
Yeah, well, he also took a break.
Yeah.
Took a break.
But there's also poetic justice in that alone.
True. Again, if the person has the burning desire to get back into it, then hey, go for it, man.
Bochy was a winner, though, Eric. He was just
that is correct, winner. LD. Farhan needs to go.
Period. Bochy was a winner. They get Sabian, Bochy, Eric. They part ways with winners.
Yeah.
And then they're out in search of people to replace those winners.
Well, I don't know, man. Look, at that time, both guys may have been tired. Maybe they needed a reset. That happens, man. In any job. Look, I mean, how long was Bochy a manager for? I mean, for freaking what? Close to 20 years, somewhere around there. Sabian did it for 20 years as being a GM. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a breather and then you come back. And that's what I think Bochy did, and maybe Sabian does the same thing.
Oh, Jesus is back at you.
He's back.
Take it.
Logistics.
It's just logistics, man.
Man, dude, what is
52 and 52? Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Imagine that. If we're gonna buy the White Sox, then now's the time. I think I saw an article talking about. I think the fans are getting upset there, Scott. A lot of people want the owner to sell the White Sox, right? Isn't that what's going on there? Scott could be our guy in Chicago. He is a big Chicago. He's a huge Blackhawks fan, by the way, Glenn.
Yeah.
Yep. Big Blackhawks fan. Of course, Chicago Bulls and White Sox fan. But don't ever mention the Cubs.
Keeping it in the Windy City, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
A lot of guys, they kind of waver. I like this NFL team, but I love that ball team in the East. I'm a Yankee fan, but love the Bulls. And that's pretty cool. Although, you know what? I don't know. I've never gotten your take. Are you a Bay Area sports fan like I am? I love the Warriors and the Niners.
I'm not a fan of basketball. Never have. Okay, this is what it was because I grew up in Tracy. My family, it was the big thing. It was always football and baseball, and it was always split. Half the family liked the Raiders and the A's. The other liked the Giants and the 49ers. It's just the way it was. Basketball was never talked about. Reinsdorf gives about his club about as much as Fisher does. Whew. Eric, you are a Kings fan. Look at Cedar. He tells me who I'm a fan of. Oh, it's pretty funny. Yeah,
Reinsdorf hasn't even set foot in his own stadium there for years.
Is he the single owner of the White Sox? Scott could probably speak to that.
I know Scott could probably tell you that they also have problems off the field. They've changed the name of the stadium about 5 times in the last 6 years, Eric. Every year you go to the ballpark over there. I've caught it. The worst ballpark in Major League Baseball. Sorry, Scott. Worst ballpark in baseball.
Guaranteed rate field? Isn't that what it's called now? What? Well, I thought it was New Kaminsky. What happened to New Kaminsky?
It's just not in a nice area, Eric. I swear to God, the first time I was there, you get off the train and you look, it's up on the hill, but it's surrounded by trees. It looks like you're going to a penitentiary.
Really?
Yeah, like a haunted penitentiary up behind you're just waiting for at night.
Oh, Scott Stevens is also a Bears fan. There you go. He's adopted the Niners as his second team because they've been so bad. Turn on the Yankee. Oh, the Yankees game is getting interesting. All right, we'll go take a look at it.
Oh, geez, really?
Hey, look what Eddie says there,
That's cool,
Glenn.
too.
This is something you'll like. Take a look.
For all you Shark fans out there, ice has been poured on and painted. She's ready for the season.
Oh, it's 4-2. One man on, no outs. Langoliers is up to bat.
Eddie, Sharks are playing on Sunday night. Vegas Golden Knights. Knights have made some interesting. Marchant is out.
Look at Scott. Yeah, got to wear a flak jacket. The projects are across the road.
And it's not, hey, Scott, it's not just Guaranteed Rate Park. I said to Eric yesterday, a little greasy going over to the Coliseum lately, too.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put it this way. I'm a grown man, and I only go to day games in Oakland. Seriously.
The Cubs isn't that bad, though, right? What? The nosebleed seats?
Oh, the Cubs. The Cubs, it's a community. Have you ever been to that ballpark, Eric?
No, never have.
Oh, Wrigley is just like it. The
White Sox just tried it as soon as I leave. Soon as I freaking leave.
What?
Mother.
It's 2-2. Would he boot himself off? He's back. There he is. Would you get excited over there?
Son of a gun, man. Who do I blame? There's someone I'm blaming. Who am I blaming? There's someone I'm blaming. I see it. Someone that made me go. Where the hell is it? Benji. Damn it.
Isn't there a dog named Benji? What was that movie?
Oh, man. You made me turn it, dude.
Yeah, you go to a Cubs game. It's like they drop that ballpark right in the middle of a friendly neighborhood. It's so cool.
You know what's crazy? This kid, Suarez, he's been giving it up a lot. He may not be the closer anymore. He did that with the Giants, right? I think he did it. He got walked off from a grand slam. He got walked off on a grand slam. Was it like last week sometime?
Fletcher.
Wow.
Geez, you get a couple of runners on base here, Eric. Look who's coming up. Licky Lopez. Licky's coming up tonight. Well, no, Licky will be the hero. Nicky Lopez.
Nope. Going to extras.
Ah, geez. Oh, well. Oh, there you go.
How do I do this?
Like I said earlier, guys, this is what Giant Sports Talk Live has reduced itself to.
Hey, why not, man? We're all done talking Giants. Might as well get into some baseball.
We talked about the Giants for 2 minutes tonight. It was like, that's it. My biggest hot take of that Giants game, I don't know about you guys, just still not seeing all the youth in one game. And another game. And another game.
All right, I'm waiting to see if it uploads here.
The Giants have ample opportunity in the next week. You've got about 7, 8, 9. You got 9 days left. 9 days to get the youth in the lineup. The structure there. See what they do. See how they play as a cohesive unit.
Mm-hmm.
Let them falter. Lose the last 9. It doesn't matter. But to see Mark Canha playing tonight,
yep.
I just don't get it. I don't know. Maybe that's. Again, maybe that's, hey, Zeus, is that just baseball?
Let me do this.
Maybe it's just logistics, right? I don't know.
What's he saying? What's he saying now? Oh, never mind. Thought he was saying something. All right, hold on 1 second. I got to do something here.
Okay, actually, no. You're right. I mean, I can go through a list of a number of players, but yes, Michael Conforto as well. Yastrzemski for that matter.
Boop, 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 boop.
It's perfect time too, because you've got Matt Chapman's away, having a baby.
Yes, he is. Yep, I think he's going to be back with the club tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right, Joshua. That is the new Giant Sports Talk Live recap. Giants win. No one cares. Or as Eric says, Eric's line is, Giants win.
No one shows up.
Nobody shows up.
Nobody shows up. All right. It's converting to MP4 right now. Senior, I don't know how long it's going to take.
Giants win. It doesn't matter. That's what it is.
It doesn't matter no more. They're already eliminated. If they win, it doesn't matter. Right? It really doesn't. It doesn't matter anymore.
Ooh, Donovan's up again. Donovan's getting a lot of playing time, Eric.
He's been hitting the ball, man.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. Who's going to be on second base? Oh, I know. Never mind. It's bottom of the ninth.
It's just another. See, now I call him an aged veteran, Donovan Solano. We had him.
Yeah.
Why do other teams go and get bargain basement chips like him, and the ones we get aren't as good?
Giants had him.
I know, but
they got rid of him. They got rid of him.
But here are the Padres. He's that veteran leadership on the bench.
That's what you do.
We don't get the veteran leadership like him.
There you go. He just singled.
There you go.
Now they'll pull him out. Watch. They'll put a pinch runner in for him now. Guaranteed. They'll pinch run for him. See what happens.
I'm just pulling up my I think I'm ahead of you. I won't tell you what's going on.
Man, you gave me bad information last time. Remember, you said the game was over and it was like it went to extras or something like that. Remember? Remember? Hey, the game is over. No, it's still going on. And then everyone's saying, home run, home run.
Wait a second. Yeah, but 8 people gave you 8 different scenarios.
Yeah. You started it. You said the game was over.
No, it's the 8th inning. I think there.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
I think there was a time constraint on the MLB package. The game just stopped, and it said when it comes up and says thank you for watching, that means the game's over. So they cut away and they just ended it. Here's the pitch. Thank you for watching. It was it.
Yeah, it's over. Game over. I'm like, what? Game over. I'm watching it right here. What's going on?
You guys remember the Heidi game? Oh boy.
You
remember that, Eric?
The who?
Sports history, the Heidi game.
Never heard of that.
Raiders had to win to make the playoffs, something like that. And anyway, it was like biggest game of the year. But the network, they were showing the games, and the executives were like, we don't even want football. So it was 6:30 at night, and they were like marching down the field, and then all of a sudden, and now your Sunday night movie, Heidi.
Oh, no.
Fans across America went absolutely nuts.
Wow. Spencer says, there it is. Raiders versus Dolphins. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Spencer remembers that? The Heidi game. That's well-known piece of football history.
Here we go. Check this out.
Take a look. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
For all you Shark fans,
Bryce Aldridge, 19-year-old phenom.
That's huge.
42.
1 man on, no outs. Langoliers is up the bat.
Eddie Sharks.
There you go. That was senior softball games. He's watching the River Cats on.
I was watching it because I thought I could hear you and me.
Yeah, you were in the background, man. In play. What did he do? Got runners on first and second, no outs. Scott, what are you gonna do, man? What's the White Sox gonna do, dude?
Get this, Eric. I'll give you this while we're watching this. All right, the Heidi game. It's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest football events ever.
Even heard about it. Never.
A 1968 American Football League game between the Raiders and the Jets. It was the New York Jets. The contest held November 17th, 68 was notable for its most exciting finish, in which the Oakland Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final 60 seconds and won the game 43-32. Only problem was the final minute of the game and those 2 touchdowns were not shown because they had to show Heidi.
That's incredible. Well, that was back in 1968.
You imagine doing that today?
It'll never happen. It would never happen.
CBS playoff game. Well, thanks for viewing for the afternoon. We got to break away now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2 runners on, no outs. What's the White Sox going to do? Can they get out of this jam? Can they take it to extra
the boys
innings?
in the truck said we have to break away for Despicable Me Too.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I would say that's a serious issue with logistics.
Yeah. There you go.
Logistical
Logistics.
issue in that afternoon. We must have scared him away. He isn't even coming. I don't see any posts lately. Hey, Zeus bailed on us, Eric. You scared him away.
He might have. Eric and Glady, you both believe Ohtani is on his way to be the greatest player ever? Could be. He's on his way. He's still got some time to go, but yes. Shirley Temple greater than football. Yes, Joshua. Back then it probably was. The White Sox must have dinner reservations in Gastown. Oh, man. You don't think so, Senior? Yeah, maybe. He's probably got about what? I think what we mean by greatest player ever, it's not. I want to use home runs as the marker. Yes, home runs has got to be up there. There's no doubt about it.
He has 220. He has 220 career home runs. Check that stat in about 5 years, Eric.
And how many wins does he have in strikeouts? Do you see what I'm saying? He's I don't know.
It's because he's a dominant player on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball, yes. That's where
he's not a good pitcher and a great player, or vice versa. He's a great player and a great pitcher.
Yeah. But does his body hold up to that? That's going to be the key. His body, he ain't gonna put up these numbers next year.
You don't think?
Exactly. No
you
way.
Don't think?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, as usual, we disagree.
If he's in the rotation, the amount of physical toll of pitching every 5th day and then going out there and having to swing the bat, I don't see it happening. Uh-oh, 1 out. Runners at the corners.
Is that that's a Rise who's coming to bat now, right? And he's 0 for 4. If George would say, he's due.
How many strikeouts does he have? None. So he's putting the ball in play. He's putting the ball in play. Look you don't have to get a hit. All you got to do is ground out and your game's over, man.
The guy's a 318 hitter and he was on the market.
Uh-oh. What have we got?
In play, out.
And the game's over. But what is it? Is it a double play? Was it a double play?
Outs. Had to be.
Yeah, but it could have been 1 out. If it's a sacrifice, or if it was a ground ball, the runner from first could have scored. Only way that it's over is if it was a.
Here, I'll check my stats.
Unassisted double play.
There you go.
There you go. Going to extras. Scott, you're not.
No missing. Now tonight I'm missing. Game's over. Game's over. Sound familiar there, Romo? Game's over. I'll be watching the 10th inning and go, wait a second.
You're still in it, Scott. Don't give up hope yet, buddy.
Oh. I can't stop laughing. Thinking there's a White Sox fan watching, riveted to the TV or to the dot on a Friday night, September 20th.
In a Giants Sports Talk Live, a Giants concert. You got a Chicago White Sox fan watching them play the San Diego Padres on a San Francisco Giants based content channel.
Yeah.
He said, "This is the first game I've watched." Oh, there you go. There you go, Scott. You are the missing link, my friend.
Oh, geez.
Watch more Chicago games, and maybe they would have won. You let your team down, Scott.
Yeah.
Giants slogan you so bad you'll watch dots.
Well, that would be the White Sox tonight,
Oh, man. But you saw that little clip was Bryce Eldridge. It was a single.
Senior's going to be over at the ballpark with you tomorrow.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not going now?
Hey, Senior, no, because they got a tournament. Senior, you're going to make the game tomorrow, or you can't make it still?
I thought he was going tomorrow. Was he going then not going? I thought he was on the list to go earlier. Maybe
No, he wasn't.
I thought he was going. All right.
That would be because so far we only got 4 guys. Grand Admiral never got back to me. Where you at, Grand? I don't know if he's out there today. No, he's not going to make it.
Oh, shoot. Adi secured the tickets. You've been in touch with him?
Ibrahim? Yep. All good to go, man.
I call him Addy.
We're in section 102, row 2.
Oh, he don't mess around. I had you in the third balcony.
Man, yeah, I know. It's right there along the right field line. Should be nice.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I like my seats. I like third deck. I like the third deck. I like being down the line where you get a view of the whole field anyway. So that'll be great, guys. I'm so jealous that Eric's taking a pop over to the park. I'm out of town. I'm on assignment, or I would be there. Oh, Bernice and I would have been out there warming up the car right now, Eric. I'm so, this time tomorrow, I'm just gonna be like, oh man, those guys got to go. And it probably, you know what? I know just because you guys, it's gonna be a dandy of a game too.
Should be fun. I'm looking I could care what the rest of the team does. I just want to see Bryce Eldridge go out there and
I'm predicting it now. I haven't been well predicting the Giants this year, maybe some of the other baseball stats, but it's going to be a great game, great friendships, and you guys are going to have a great time. That's awesome. And Abraham, you deserve. He pulled it off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Abraham's awesome, dude. He came through big time. There we go. The count is 2-2. Ghost Runner is on second. No outs.
Seems to be a bit of a heated debate going on there in the not heated so much with the old Ohtani debate's underway tonight.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. People can have their opinions on what they feel. There's nothing wrong with that. In play outs, it advances the runner, but he is out at first. There we go. Now they could score a run. They could score a run without getting a hit here. Get a sacrifice. Let's see what you do. You got to get at least one run.
Senior, I have never heard anybody, even in the Bay Area, I've never heard anybody.
Bro, Ibrahim, I'm telling you right now, if they do that shit.
What?
I'm running on the field.
What?
Watch them bench Eldridge to play Trenton Brooks. Oh, man.
Are you kidding me?
If that happened, I will be in the news.
I was going to say, it'll be a lively chat tomorrow night.
Well, I know
it's always the way. Eric and I have talked about it off air all the time. I say, we got bombed 10-0. He goes, oh, it's going to be a lively show. If you show up and Eldridge doesn't play, the guys are going to be pouring into the chat tomorrow night.
We'll see.
I expect he'll play. Actually, Eric, you shouldn't joke about that, man. Don't get the karma, the bad juju going, because he's been playing every day, hasn't he?
That would be look at D-Shot. That would be amazing to see Eric get tased.
Well, Eric's already showed he'll be running through the outfield like this. You got the run like I do.
Man.
You got the
yeah, there you go. And I'll be screaming, Glenn made me do it.
Right. Glenn made me do it. I'd be yelling back. I would say, I thought the game was over.
Oh man.
Geez. Don't get a sunburn though, man. I have to wear I got a bald spot, so now I got to wear my sun hat.
Yeah, I will burn, but then after a couple of days, I get dark. Man, when I was always working on the flight line, holy crap, I would get so dark.
I had this hat on all day. Here in Winnipeg, it should be almost like not winter, but
close.
Literally the cusp of winter, and it was another 29-degree day here.
Wow. Man,
it's so hot in here during the day.
You better translate it into the Fahrenheit. No one in this chat is going to have any idea of 29 Celsius.
Okay, it was like
85 degrees.
85 degrees.
Yeah.
Like that.
Somewhere around there. I remember that when I was stationed in Germany. I hated that. Everyone's like, oh, it's going to be a scorcher. It's going to be 30. I'm like, what are you talking about? Get the hell out of here, man.
You imagine what I'd be like, though? It's going to be 90 degrees. We're like, we're all dead. That's it.
Yeah, right.
And is that what I don't know. Is that a Bay Area term? What is it? Is this a mowing hat? You picture the old guy on his lawn.
Yeah, that's what
right
that
on
is.
mower?
That's a mowing hat. Yes.
Is it really? Oh,
Scott wants to
man.
know where Winnipeg is. It's very
7
north.
hours. 7 hours north of Minneapolis, St. Paul.
There you go.
Yeah, it's called the Prairies. You guys have the plains, and we have the prairies. Flatland, farmland, a lot of farmland, and a lot of crime, as I'm finding out as of late.
Oh wait, what happened? Oh, Scott, the guy got thrown out at home. Oh, dude.
Out at home.
Scott.
Sorry about that, Scott. We got all wound up over the riding lawnmower hat. We got.
What a
See, this is why I think the toughest job in baseball, Eric, would be manning those dots, running this thing. Whoever's running this at the ballpark right
automatic.
now, you
It's all
can't
automatic.
take your eye off the ball.
It's all automatic. It's all done by AI. And
Is it really?
It's all computerized. It's computerized.
Is it?
100%.
I just figured somebody's got to be pressing the button.
No one's pressing no buttons. The computers are doing everything. It's pretty amazing.
Hey, dare me to get somebody on the air to talk about that from the AI department, how it works?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Would that be cool?
That would be cool.
That is on my
That would be
to-do
interesting.
list. It's on my to-do list Monday as well. I got to get a liner for Johnny T16.
Yeah.
And call any team.
Hey, Glenn, look who struck out for the last out.
Not Licky.
Licky Lopez.
Licky Lopez. That one will live in history.
Licky Lopez.
Somebody will end up at the ballpark. Hey, Licky! So what the hell's that about? That's what they call you on Giant Sports Talk. Call anyone. See, my fear is, Eric, we're not the Bash Brothers by any stretch, but anytime I want to get any kind of reactionary stuff like that, AI, how does that work? I'm afraid to call the Giants.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta call the White Sox. I gotta go incognito. Hey, we got a little show on the West Coast. You want to come on the air?
Huh.
I don't wander into the front office of the Giants. I told you I got to wear funny nose and glasses.
There you go. Ebron has a question.
About
Glenn, random question, but you're a card collector. I'm not really much of one. What's the difference between Topps and an O-Pee-Chee?
Topps and O-Pee-Chee. All right.
What's up, Rob?
Topps, millions and millions and millions produced in the United States going back to the 50s. Every year, millions and millions. They have no real value other than your big star players, the rookie cards. The O-Pee-Chees are a much limited print, and they're printed in London, Ontario, Canada. So the O-Pee-Chees are the Canadian version, and then what they do is they would throw in a few sneaky curveballs at you. So most of the cards, if this is me on a Topps card, it would be me on an O-Pee-Chee card. Just a better card stock, same picture. But occasionally you'd go back and you'd find say a Nolan Ryan from 75 on the Topps. Then you get the same card, same design, but a different picture. So they mixed it up a little bit, which was really cool. But the O-Pee-Chees are very valuable compared to Topps because of the limited print. Same with hockey. It's the same with hockey. Topps is printed in the U.S., big sport, right? Here in Canada, when it comes to hockey cards, if you have a Wayne Gretzky rookie card, really good shape, and it brings you in $5,000 in an O-Pee-Chee down in the States, guess what the Topps sells for? About $1,200, $1,500. Because there's less cards in the set. Less cards in the set. And what happens if there's less cards in the set, Eric?
It's more expensive.
Chances of pulling one increases.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got quite a few of the Topps ones. I don't have the money to keep going out buying Gretzky's, but that's an extended version. But O-Pee-Chees are printed in Canada, Topps in the States, and O-Pee-Chee are a little more rare. a lot more rare, actually.
Uh-oh, here we go. In play runs. Game over.
What? It is?
Fernando Tatis doubles. Arias scores. Game over.
He's been batting well off the bench. Remember last week?
He has been.
One over the wall there.
Yep, he has been.
He had a pinch hit home run. Good job. Good job. I'm not. What happened to Eric again? Oh, there he is.
Did it again. I hit the wrong window.
I wouldn't call myself a closet fan of the Padres, but I enjoy watching the Padres.
I want to see them beat the Dodgers.
Ballpark.
That's what I want to see. I want to see them beat the Dodgers.
Sounds like a prop plane, a float. Yeah. Oh, we saw one of those, and I haven't seen many of those. So remember, we saw the float plane in San Francisco.
It sounds like it sounds like a turboprop.
You hear it? Zzz, it's got a higher pitch, almost like a buzz.
Yeah, turboprop. Yeah.
And what the hell's that thing doing buzz in my building at 11:45 on a Friday night?
Old-fashioned ones. All right.
Oh my Jesus. Eric can't say Flaherty. Can he say contextualize?
Contextualize. Yeah,
there you go.
That's a great word, by the way. Contextualize. Use that a lot in my damn. I don't know if you want to call profession yet, but yes, contextualize. Good one. Yeah. Good word.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, no, that's a great word. I like it. We're talking about historical questions. You want to contextualize.
Cool.
Bringing more to the table.
Yeah, Bonds did play with the Pirates rookie season, didn't he?
But the problem with Bonds, and it sucks, it's the steroids, man.
Yeah, yep.
That's the problem. Now, that's an argument that we could go around in circles for over and over and over. How many people were doing it? It was the steroid era, right? So,
yeah,
it's gonna, yeah. Will he ever get into the Hall of Fame? Who knows, man.
What do you think, Eric? Or is that just a slippery slope as well? Go down. Sure brought a lot of people excitement to Major League Baseball, didn't he?
Oh, it did. Absolutely. I mean, that whole period of baseball was pretty damn exciting. Wait, no, that's not where I wanted to go.
A prime example, Eric, of what steroids will do is Ken Caminiti.
Oh, that was horrible. Yeah. And that's not yeah.
He basically killed himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pumped himself up and pumped himself up and pumped himself up. And the man died.
Yeah.
I watched him as a kid, Eric. Like, my God.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah. I am actually surprised that there weren't more fatalities, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Well, look what's happened. Looking in the world of wrestling, all those guys who pumped themselves full of steroids, a lot of them died because of that.
Yes.
Complications.
Yeah.
My buddy used to caddy for McGuire. Look at that.
They say it makes your wiener smaller. So I'm not touching those things, man.
Have no idea.
That's the medical. I'm reading up on steroids here on the
Lex Luger. Yeah. Ravishing Rick Rude. Wasn't he part of the steroids? Randy Macho Man Savage. I don't know if steroids probably did him in.
You don't hear about back then. It was this.
Who else?
What was the term I used last night, Eric? Something in a dark alley. That's the way it was portrayed back in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, heart attack. That's what it does. The steroids doesn't, because it affects all your muscles. So
yeah,
it'll affect your heart, man. That's why a lot of those guys die young.
Too greasy for me, man.
Eddie Guerrero Jr. or was it Eddie Guerrero? Wasn't he? I know when he died, did it have to? Oh, it could have been painkiller. Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, that could have been that too, Joshua. Now that you think about it, but
What's
I know painkillers probably was another big thing for wrestling.
Oh,
Mr. Perfect.
Don't say that, Eric. Look.
Yep. Yeah.
I live on these things, man.
I can't remember what Mr. Perfect died of.
Mr. Perfect. Is that a wrestler's name?
Yeah. What's his name?
Perfect. I like it already. Mr.
Oh,
Perfect.
what the hell was his name?
I'll have to
Greg
break
Henning.
Eric.
Greg Henning.
Eric, one of these nights, how about in the off season? I'll tickle your fancy with my wrestling collection.
Yeah. Oh,
you haven't
Sid
seen
Vicious.
that yet.
Sid Vicious, Johnny. Yeah, Henning. Yeah.
Sid Vicious.
I don't know what Henning. I don't know what Sid Vicious died of, but that dude was a monster too. Enlarged heart from roids. There you go. And of course, I mean, there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. It was cancer that got Sid. Okay. Between steroids, drug abuse, painkillers, all of the above, man.
You know how many players end up coming out later in their career, especially after retirement, and announce that, hey, I was on the weed, or I was on the cocaine when I was playing, or I was drunk when I was throwing my perfect game at the Oakland Coliseum. Dallas Braden barely made it to the ballpark. He was so badly hungover. He was out drinking until like 5:36 in the morning, and then had to pitch at 12:05, and then goes out and tosses a perfect game. And guess who the final out was in the perfect game, guys? That's why I always enjoy this perfect game time. Guess who was the final out of Dallas Braden's perfect game? You know, Eric?
No, I do not know.
It was the Oakland A's, and guess who they were playing? They were playing the Tampa Bay Rays.
Was it Longoria?
Nope, but you're getting warm.
Oh, I remember who it was. Kapler.
Gabe Kapler was the final out. Yeah.
Gabe Kapler.
Yep, Gabe Kapler.
Oh, I can imagine Joshua.
It's funny we haven't heard that name at all, Eric. Gabe Kapler, he disappeared. I guess
who cares
when you're in the Miami organization.
Stay in Miami. He avoided that. Did you hear? Was a few of the GMs, the GM, the assistant GM, they were fired in Miami, but he was able to hang on. Yeah. They didn't give him the boot.
What happened to Kim? You say her name, Ing?
Yes, senior. 80s was all about the cocaine everywhere.
Ellis Valentine played on it. Doc Gooden.
What's his name?
Thanks, Benji. I'll take that as a compliment, Benji.
The Pirates pitcher. What was his name? Remember he pitched a perfect game and he was on acid or something? The heck was that guy's name? Or was it a perfect
Doc
game?
Ellis. I thought it was Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis. He was all into that stuff. Was Fergie Jenkins? Was he? He was
Oil Can Boyd. There's another. Okay, now you're pulling those names out of that.
I don't think Fergie Jenkins, he wasn't in drugs, was he? Fergie
Jenkins?
No.
Classy guy, too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
He's at a lot of the card shows. And you know what he does? He has a platform, if you will, Eric, the same as Signatures for Soldiers.
Oh, really?
He brings in guys to sign. And that's when I got Tony Fernandez just before his death.
Wow.
By the way, my God, we get chatting. We get on a roll. Look, an hour and 43 minutes. And for about the 6th day in a row, want to say thank you to our sponsors, Lefties in Burlingame, Dutchwell Printing and Signatures for Soldiers. Hi to Tim. Oopsie. Every night we sign off, I go, dang, forgot to mention the sponsors.
You forgot to mention sponsors.
So anyway.
Basically all the 86 Mets. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. He did get busted. I could have sworn he got busted.
I have to Google that, man. I've got the Tandy over here, Eric. Good thing. Ferguson.
What's his name? Reigns. Didn't he say he had a coke pipe in his back pocket when he was stealing bases? Something like that?
Get this, Eric. I'll give you a little fun fact growing up as a ball fan in Canada. So I got to watch Tim Raines.
Mm-hmm.
The Montreal Expos, they've always been a team that played small ball. They had power hitters like Carter, Andre the Hawk Dawson. So they were a team that had a guy named Rodney Scott. And he could run like he was a Ricky Henderson style player. They had Tim Raines. Did you know one of the greatest base stealers in the history of the Montreal Expos? Do you know where they signed him from?
Mm-mm.
They were able to work out a deal. They got him out of prison.
Oh, I heard about that story. I forgot all about it. I remember his name.
His name was Ron LaFleur.
That's right. You know who did was it Marty Lurie? I think Marty Lurie on his website has a story about that.
Oh, really? Yeah, Ron LaFleur was in prison, and he got out and played for the
right.
Montreal Expos. He was a former he played in Detroit and got a
right. He played in Detroit. And he got caught up in the crime.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who it was. Yeah. I think Marty Lurie, I think on his For the Love of the Game Productions, something like that. Or is it? No, not For the Love of the Game. What is it? He has a website out there. And I think he has that story. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Can you imagine, Eric? It must be money now. The guys have money, and they've got everything they'll ever need. And you still got guys who end up in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we were this age? Well, we'd be dead by now. But if we were this age back in the 70s watching baseball, Eric, and let's expand your imagination a little for this story, okay? So it's the 70s, and I text you or I call you on my cell phone, and I say, Eric, did you hear about the guy who plays for the Giants? He just got picked up. He's jacking TVs across town. Like, you'd be, what? What? Like, but that happened in the 70s.
Yeah.
That was what these guys did. Like, some bad cats. And then the whole drug thing, man. I'm prescription drugs. But drugs have always scared me.
Never touched them.
Nor I, man. I was too busy playing sports as a kid.
Never touched that stuff.
I got to high school, Eric. I don't know what it was like for you when you grew up in high school age. Like, say you're in the graduating class, grade 12. In high school, was it around prevalent in your high school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it was bad in our high school.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I look back at that and go, geez, half of my graduating class must be in prison by now. I'm serious. These were bad dudes, man. They were just.
Oh, yeah. Senior. I remember that shot. That's a great shot. Matter of fact, let me go find it.
What's that, pal?
He recorded a Buster Posey getting plowed at a playoff game, minor league playoff game.
Ooh, that's going back to his young day, 2008. Buster Posey, just a youngin back then. You got a picture of it or a video?
Video. I'll find it.
Cool. Not that I endorse that, but Benji bringing the McDonald's slogans. I'm loving it. And by the way, that jersey that Sacramento was wearing, they almost looked like McDonald's colors. It could have been Ronald McDonald night or something. I don't know what they had. McDonald's colors.
All right, here he goes, guys. Courtesy of Senior's YouTube channel. He's just got a few. He's got a few. Interesting. Here we go.
Who cares? All right, here we go.
This is back in 2008. Playoff game. Stockton Ports.
8.
That's Buster behind the plate. That's Buster.
Did he take this? This is good footage for 2008, Eric.
Yeah.
Not bad. Oh, here he goes. Oh, look at this guy going.
Got him.
Oh, my God.
Got him. Yeah! He got blown up.
You know what I'm shocked at, Eric? I think if that happened to a player today, those benches would be cleared.
No, they wouldn't be cleared.
You don't think?
No.
That he ran him over.
That you could do that back then. You could do that back then.
Yeah, but today they clear the benches on a play like that, Eric. What ballpark is that, by the way? That's a nice, cozy ballpark.
I don't know if that's San Jose or Stockton. Hold on. Senior, San Jose or Stockton?
I'm going to get after Bernice. We don't do enough of that going to minor league games. We got San Jose. Eric, I can drive over to a game there and
I
40
got
minutes?
Stockton and I got freaking Sacramento that are both about 30 and 40 minutes away.
One that direction and one that
It was in
direction.
Stockton. It was in
Meet in
Stockton.
the middle. Yeah? Hey, this is my first time seeing. You want to play that again, Eric?
Yeah.
I'm sure the guys wouldn't mind seeing that.
There
Not
he
the
is in
hit
the
so much.
dugout.
Got him.
Boom.
Unbelievable.
He held on to the ball, though.
Yeah, he did. There we go. That's freaking awesome, man.
That's making a name for yourself. Got the
That's
ball.
freaking
Yep.
awesome.
You're out. Yeah.
What do we got here?
What a hit is right. All the wrong reasons. Ha, Joshua, that's true. They don't make them like that anymore. You're darn tootin'. There's an Eric line from D-Shot. Trains coming through.
Oh, did someone say trains?
Eric loves his trains, man.
Someone say trains?
Oh, you got the video ready tonight? I haven't
always
seen it on.
ready.
We haven't had it on our channel. I've seen it on military history, and I always get goosebumps.
Where the heck
And
is it?
tell the guys before, if you've got the video, Eric, prelude it. Tell them about who do we got to keep an eye on?
The guy in the teal shirt. Oh, my come on, mans. Those fly frequent. Haven't had one today, I don't think.
The guy
here
in
we
the
go.
teal shirt in the video, you think Eric, people were running after the train went by. Like the guy almost got run over.
Yeah, we were yelling at him.
Too close.
All right, here we go. That's the second video. Here we go.
Guys, watch this. Wow. Love this train. This is the kid that will never leave us. Eric. I love it. Thanks, Benji.
There we go. Man, dude.
And watch. Oh, is that it?
Not yet. It's coming.
Everybody
I
runs over
swear
there.
to God,
Are you okay? What are you doing?
I get goosebumps every time I watch these freaking videos. Every single time. All right, here we go. There's the guy in
The guy in the shirt. Look how close he is.
We were yelling at him. He's in the middle of the tracks, putting freaking something on the truck. I have a penny.
He was close, Eric.
Never gets old. I
Hope so,
love it.
Benji.
I
Hope so.
felt it.
Thanks, Benji.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous what that guy was doing. He was standing there right in the middle of the tracks. Matter of fact, I started recording the engineer. He was blowing the horn even before I started recording because he was sitting there. Everyone's yelling, and I'm just like, "Get off the fucking tracks, dude!" Sorry for the language, but get off the damn tracks, dude. Because he would have hit there. He would have been. I wouldn't be surprised if he was that close to going in an emergency, and then it's
Emergency?
everything off. Yeah, emergency.
Would have killed
When
him.
a train goes in emergency, it's
Oh, I
basically
thought you meant the guy was going to go to emergency. I said, no, you wouldn't find. You would find
No,
pieces
no.
of him.
When a train goes in an emergency, that means it dumps all the air, and once you dump all the air, the train just starts slowing down. Now, if it's a big long train, it's going to take forever to slow down. But something like that, it's probably wouldn't take long for it to slow down.
Thanks, LD. Kind words for Eric and Glenn.
Appreciate that, LD man. You're awesome. Good to see you around, man.
You're good, Eric. I'm just along for the ride.
Oh,
Eric gets the love. Eric gets the love. Well, you're good. You're good. You're a Hall of Famer, Eric.
A Hall of Famer.
Unlike Farhan, see, I get guys like
I don't know
Eric
about
to work
being a
the
Hall
show.
of Famer.
There you go.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't mess around. Thanks, Benji. How often does that train go through, Eric? Or is that like a one-off, or was that scheduled?
I don't even know.
promoted?
Let's just say the thing. I'm trying to remember when it was finally refurbished. They started refurbishing it in 2014, and I think it went on its first excursion in 2017. And here we are in 2024, something like, or 2018 even, somewhere around there, right? I can't remember, somewhere around there. So
Really?
this is the first time it's coming to Northern California. It went to Southern California a few years ago, but I'm not going all the way over there. But yeah, it came across the Feather River, went through how come I can't think of the damn Oroville? Came through Oroville, down through Marysville, and with that first video, I was in Marysville. Then I drove south over by Riego, which is just north of Sacramento, and caught it again. That's the plan, Johnny. Next year. Thanks, Krister from
Thank you.
Soda. Late night on, gonna have late nights on tonight. Yes.
Have you ever caught yourself, Eric? I'm really addicted at night, especially time for bed. I don't watch television anymore. I watch YouTube videos, and then
What I do.
You know what happens? That's like watching those late night infomercials. It's 2 hours later. I'm like, geez, I'm still watching videos, and I find myself watching. If I end up watching one train video, I don't leave a single one unturned. And then I start watching guys, their model railroad setups. And I'm like,
some of those guys got.
Told you, I went to the one in
how they do it.
Concord. They built one in an old hockey stadium. This thing, I pictured a model railroad. I'm like, yeah, maybe it's a little bigger than the one you had in your basement. It's the size of the hockey stadium. And they have like 19 guys to run it. They're up in the big box, and they've got they got the mics, Clear Track 6, and
they're talking
cool,
like
man.
there's a dispatcher, then you got and then you got the operators who are acting like they're engineers, dude. It's crazy. It's pretty damn.
And they're all running. Does Eric have the pinstripe hat?
Oh yeah, no, I don't have a conductor hat.
Oh, I can picture you with your little pinstripe. I can picture little Eric at 6 years old with his
some
little
overalls. Got some overalls.
Overalls with the big brass buckles.
Yeah. Got one thing I want to get a conductor's watch. But those things are expensive, man. Expensive.
What, a watch?
Conductor's watch.
I didn't know.
Old pocket watch. A pocket watch.
Oh yes.
They
always carried those, didn't they?
You had to, and it's funny, when I was working for the railroad, you had to have your it was a regulation. Your watch had to be within 1 to 2 minutes of the time that was in the dispatching office. Pretty crazy. Yeah.
I was thinking, what's the coolest thing to do with trains I've ever seen? That was pretty freaking cool, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I've been able to see the daylight, been able to see now the big boy, man. The last one I want to see, and it's back east. I don't think I'll ever see it, is the Northwestern 611. That's another beautiful locomotive. Beautiful locomotive.
My favorite train story. Do you remember the train pulls into the station, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Nice old train like that, too. Steam locomotive pulls in, and then Toby No jumps out of the boxcar.
With the box. Yeah, when he gets into the box. Yeah.
Oh.
You could ride that train. It's in Jamestown.
Yeah?
It's in Jamestown, California, just north of Sonora. Good times, man.
That same train?
That same locomotive is up there.
Do you know what that came from? I don't know. It's probably not on the locomotive. You know what it is?
What the locomotive?
Manitoba, where I'm at now.
That's the sign they put on it, but the actual where they filmed it was in Jamestown.
Yeah.
Yep.
The rail line here was known as the Manitoba and Minneapolis St. Paul rail line.
It's great because
Canada
just not far from you in Santa Cruz, you got the Roaring Camp. They got the narrow gauge up there. The old logging rails. You could go and take a trip up there, and it's freaking awesome.
I told you last night, what's my favorite thing to do when I go to Disneyland?
Ride the train.
I ride the
down in
train and they're
Santa
like,
Cruz,
"Sir, are
man.
you done on the
They got-
train?" I'm like, "Can I go again?"
Well, you're getting kind of late in the season. I don't know if they're doing that now. You also got over in up north, the skunk train. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know why we're talking about trains on this, but hey, it is what it is.
If you ever get a chance to come up and visit, when I have to come up to Canada, I'm telling you, probably won't happen. You would not be disappointed, Eric. There's the rail line across Canada from here to Vancouver, and it goes through Banff, Alberta, and they say it's the most
Banff.
it's the most scenic rail
I know what you're talking
rail
about.
line that you'll ever be on. People just get on it and go away for 3-4 days, and then turn around, have something to eat, get back on, and come back just to see the scenery.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. I think it's on Virtual Whale Fan. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the damn railroad, but yes, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. D-shot. No worries. It's all good. It's fun stuff, man. I love talking
Eric,
about trains,
you
man.
talk trains with Eric, and
you start talking about trains, dude. Man, trains and wrestling and baseball and military history. You'll have me going all over the damn place.
Right on, Joshua. Another testament of just how bad the Giants are. They're talking trains.
I mean, what else can you say? Until there's big news that comes out, there's nothing we really can talk about. Well, what do you think, Glenn? We're at 2 hours.
Does anyone in the chat, speaking of trains, does anyone in the chat know who the Trailer Park Boys are? I mentioned it to Eric. He didn't know. Probably still doesn't even. You don't know and you still don't remember.
Nope.
Anybody in the chat know the Trailer Park Boys? If not, check out.
Hey, D-Shot. He does. Oh,
D-Shot?
yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Hold on.
There's an episode, well, not an episode.
I'll
There's a
find it.
season. There's a season of the Trailer Park Boys, and these guys, all they did was try to get rich, selling their weed. So they worked out a deal with Skid Row's Sebastian Bach, the lead singer. He'll ship the cigarettes back. And they got to send the weed into the U.S. So they're like, how can we get it over the border? They ran one of those big black tubes under, picture McCovey Cove, if you will, Eric. So they run the tube out, and they have the track attached inside. So here's Bubbles with his model railroad, and they filled all the rail cars with the weed, and all aboard. The train goes under the water into the States, and then comes back with the cigarettes. And that was Canadian sitcom. Well, it's called a mockumentary. Like there's
mockumentary.
It's literally so bad, guys, that you got like the microphone, like we've got here. You see the microphone hanging down like this.
Really, the boom is hanging, all that stuff.
Yeah.
See, Senior knows who it is.
And then the guy's being filmed, right? He'd be like, "You guys get that off me," and they just keep filming. It's so cool.
Sebastian Bach. 18 alive, you know it. All right, here we go. Check this out.
What do you got? I don't know if I like where this is going. Now what are we watching?
Watch.
Guy catches. Whoa, I wasn't ready for that.
Watch.
Hello. Is she shooting them out of a cannon?
Boom.
Oh, geez. Anybody can do that, Eric.
Anybody could do.
You can't do that? I can do that.
Hell no.
I can do that.
Oh.
I don't do that.
And
I
that
used
was
to
it.
be a hell of a ball player, Eric.
And guess what? Someone in our chat is that very person.
Who's that? Senior softball games.
That was him.
Was it? Right
That
on.
was him. That was the guy. It was turned all the way up. I had the volume all the way up. Yeah, that was Senior out there catching balls between his legs. That was nuts.
Eric, I'm getting to an age now. You know, when you're young and you can. I was a really good hockey player, and I was a decent ball player too. Good athlete.
Free haircut.
And then you think about, when you're going to be like an old guy and you'd be like telling your grandkids, you know, when Grampy played ball, gee, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Eric, I was at Safeway the other day. I got my senior's discount, buddy.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with getting old, my friend.
Nothing wrong with that.
Save a few bucks here, save a few bucks there.
No, you didn't miss much. We're talking trains and trailer park boys and watching senior softball games catch fly balls between his legs. There you go.
Krister says SCTV. John Candy.
See, he knows what he's talking about. He's the guy that lives in Minnesota.
I am a senior citizen.
Or are you a seasoned citizen?
Glenn, you're 64. You're pretty damn close. Well, if I'm a senior citizen, I wouldn't be 64 now, would I, Eric?
What is the definition? Isn't it 55 and older is considered
65.
senior? Is it? I thought it was 55. Could be wrong.
You telling me I could have been getting discounts for the last decade and I missed out?
I think so. I think a senior citizen is considered 55, or no?
Not in Canada.
Let's find out.
No pension until you're 65.
Well, no, yeah, you go collect pension.
You know the pension I have from back in hockey days, Eric? It's locked in. And I asked them, I said, what happens if I was like homeless living in a park somewhere? They go,
oh, I guess it is 65.
Can't get your pension until you're 65.
I guess that's your quote unquote a senior citizen.
Yeah.
I think you just get the senior discount, don't you? I think you get the senior discount at 55, don't you? Am I wrong?
Jake, I am retired. Yep, the Montreal Canadiens will be giving my pension pretty soon, Eric.
Really? Nice.
I paid a lot into it. I don't know how much it's grown, but I don't pay much attention to it at all. I will the day it's coming due, though. I guarantee you. Yeah.
All right, man. You ready to close this down?
You have those. What do you call those in the United States, Eric? Because I was younger. I lived in Canada as a youngster, and I don't know what you call the plan where they give
Security?
you free money.
Social Security.
On payday, if you've got a decent, like you're in a job where, like, usually government jobs, sports, which I was. So on payday, I had already told the HQ people or HR people, all right, take $400 out of my pay every 2 weeks.
401k.
And they matched it.
401k.
And people were putting, Eric, $20, $10, and I'm like, they're giving you a week's salary to invest. Like they're giving away money.
Yep.
I couldn't put enough in. I thought, as a young guy, Eric, I thought this is great. They're paying me. And then if I put the money into a retirement fund, they're going to give me more money. But all these people I know that they were putting $5 in, 10. I go, you're getting a decent salary. You're putting $10 in. Is it why?
That's what they're doing with the military now. It used to be if you retired, you got 50% of your base pay of what you retired at. Then they started doing this TSP, basically the same thing, where you can invest so much money from your paycheck into it. And I kept telling people, yeah, you could do that. But guess what? That retirement's going to go away. And lo and behold, now you can only get, I think, 40%. And the rest is going to be whatever you have put, quote unquote, in your TSP.
Yeah,
It's
so
pretty.
we don't have, I don't know what that
But that's, anyways, man, I'm ready to close this down because we're going to be doing
I am a wrestling fan, but
going to be doing a late night again tonight at 11 o'clock. I think that's what time we're doing it.
late night tonight.
Yep.
Why, are you jumping on it tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on with Will.
Oh, okay. A 401k. I've heard that term before. Yes.
Take it easy, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. Johnny 16. It's John. Yeah, Johnny T16. I've got you down for.
See ya, Benji.
Got you down for some production work Monday. I just have to pay last month's production bill, Eric. Ian did a lot of names on our list, didn't he?
He did.
And he did the show intros, and he did a lot of
show. That's what it was. That's what it was been. We've had the names in there for quite a while. It's all the new show stuff.
I owe him another $1,100. I got to pay that this month. I struggle, and the rich get richer.
I know. No MHC tonight. We're definitely gonna have to do some MHC though.
I'd like to see a military history. There's a lot to talk
Shoot,
about,
I gotta
Eric,
do it.
around the world. Hey,
You know what?
You owe us a military history on the old cell phones crackling.
Yeah, you know what? Shit.
We've been on for 2 hours, 10 minutes. I'm just figuring out my
Maybe I'll do that tonight instead.
military history.
Yep. Hold on.
See, what are you doing? You're going to do military history. What am I going to do? The late night sports talk?
We'll have to figure this one out. Maybe we'll do the late night sports talk right afterwards.
Oh, Jesus.
I did tell the
guys it's going to end up 24 hours one day.
Well, the 24 hours. Well, the 24 hours is going to be for when it gets to the radio. Because if you want to,
at 5 a.m. No, you'll see me in my dreams. Maybe that's about it. Eric messaged me last night. It was after the show. You wake? I was like, I was growling.
I do need to do a damn MHC because there has been some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, there was some. Was it yesterday? There was. Hey, you know what, Eric? I got to get out of here too, man. Maybe there won't be a late night sports talk tonight. You and I are on the radio tomorrow morning at 8.
That's true.
Oh, geez. And here it's 12. It's 12:14. I got to be in the studio at 7 tomorrow to set up with you. You're gonna pop in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Eric pops in at 2 minutes too. You ready to go? I'm like, yeah. That's like I show up for this show. I get a text saying, "You coming in or what?" Yeah. If you want, Eric and I are going to be on the radio tomorrow on our website, Giant Sports Talk Live.
No morning edition either on the weekend, so that helps.
No morning Giant Sports Talk, but we will be on the radio. The link is on our website, giantsportstalklive.com. We're on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and rebroadcast Sunday as well. Sweet. I got a couple of topics to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to talk about this whole McCovey Cove Dave thing. Hey, tomorrow, Eric, you'll probably be fresh off military history. Maybe we can revisit this whole Middle East situation on the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Because, guys, it's not just a sports show. On Saturday mornings on the radio, Eric and I do a montage. We just talk about quite literally anything.
Whole bunch of damn stuff.
I think tomorrow we'll talk about, I need a vacation already. I'm exhausted. So I think maybe we should talk about vacation destinations. How about that?
There you go. Why not?
And we're going to rock and roll. I already picked out the music, guys. It's a rock show. So we've got ELO. We've got Guns N' Roses. We've got Accept. Remember Accept?
Accept.
Balls to the wall, man.
I'd have to hear it, to be honest with you. Don't know what offhand.
All right. Well, that's just a little, they can't give it all away. So I'll be in the studio bright and early waiting for you at about 7:30 tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Oh, they're talking about Bobby shit. The guys don't want to let go. I'm out of here. I'm done.
We got to get out of here.
Eddie, go to bed or go over to military history. But this old man's going to bed. Look,
all right, let's do it.
I can get.
It will,
man, when you're wearing this hat on the show.
Go head over to Military History Chronicles. Just keep an eye out. The show will be up here shortly. I got to create a damn thumbnail and get it set up. There we go.
All right, brother. We'll catch you. What time's game time tomorrow?
Oh, God. You know what? Good question.
We didn't close. We just forgot about
I guess we should.
We gave up.
Right on.
Pulling it up now. Let me see. Tomorrow's action. So we got the Giants and the Royals going at 4, 5, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10. Yeah, we'll be on the regular schedule time, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tomorrow. So, well, not me. I won't be here. I'll set it up, but you're going to have to fire it up. Unless you want to go late. I'm probably not going to be back.
You can jump in. I don't care. You want to?
I might not be back until, if the game is at 6:37, the game's probably going to go. How long do those games? I don't know if Senior's still in here. I don't know how long those.
We'll play it by ear. Text me, let me know how the schedule's going. If you go, oh man, it's going to be, late, 10, 11.
Yeah.
I'll start. You can
thanks, LD.
Yeah, we'll do our new normal stuff. We'll take a look at tomorrow night if Eric's at the ball. Actually, you can text me. You can keep me up to date. I'll let the guys know what you guys are up to.
Oh, yeah, I can go.
And tomfoolery.
I could go, bring my earbuds. I could go live with all the Eldridge at bats. I could do that from the phone.
That'll be cool. Okay, let's make a date tomorrow night. Eric will join us on the show. You guys will join me, I hope. Tomorrow night after the Giants and Royals, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about,
Oh, yeah, it's an earlier time tomorrow because of weather. I think it's going to start at 2:10, right? Something like that. That's right.
Update that on the Major League site. I've got a 4:10 start. Yeah, they did mention something about that.
But we're still going to go on at 8. We're still going to go on 8 o'clock, though.
Oh, I'm not going any earlier, so.
Yeah.
All right, you get in touch with me tomorrow from the ballpark.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
Right. And then I know how to get on the air here. So.
Yep.
Usual
right on.
routine. Just a couple of different segments here.
It's the same thing. The intro to outro,
different
countdown,
brand.
all the same.
Different brand, Eric.
That's all. That's it. You got it.
All right, buddy. Enjoy your game tomorrow. Hey, guys, if you're going to be at the ballpark with Eric over in Sack of Tomatoes, have a great evening.
Yeah,
I wish I was there. And any other week, my God, I'd be there with you. Much to you.
It's going to be fun.
I'm sure. Enjoy the game.
All right, guys. We'll see you. Hey, head over to Military History Chronicles. The show is going to be up here shortly, and we'll go over there and discuss some stuff. It should be fun. You guys enjoy that kind of stuff.
I'll
if not,
I
I will be at the game tomorrow, but maybe you'll be able to catch me here. Like I said, when Eldridge comes up to bat, maybe I'll go live. We'll see, because then I'll wind up missing it. I want to watch Eldridge, but if I have to record it, it's going to be, I'm kind of missing it. So we'll figure it out one way.
What section are you going to be in? You mentioned
102.
Eric will be handing out his baseball cards.
Yeah.
Signing autographs, pictures. Yeah. Get some pictures for me, Eric.
Yeah, we'll get pictures if you can.
For our archives. We got some at Oracle Park. Now we need some, all the other guys. Slowly but surely, we're meeting up with all the guys over the season here. So
it'll be a lot of fun, man. Looking forward to it.
All right, enjoy your day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night for the start of the show. Eric possibly will jump in, or we'll talk to him live from Sacramento. Have a great night. Enjoy Military History Chronicles.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.